Abby starts this book with a mean-spirited joke about stay-at-home parents. She says they're dumb because they don't get paid anything and they don't receive tax deductions. Please note, no 12-year-old would ever say that in real life. I'm a stay-at-home parent, and this casual insult really made me mad. The value of a person's life is not measured by their salary or the number of tax deductions they receive. Furthermore, when this book was written, stay-at-home parents did get tax deductions, the personal exemption, and the child tax credit. This is not the first time the series has insulted people for having children. Why? Almost all of the Babysitter's Club clients are stay-at-home parents. Why do the girls hate them so much? They literally keep you in business.
Argo Funk Book Review. Argo Funk Book Review.
This book was written by Nola Thacker. Abby feels like her life has been empty ever since Dad died 3 years ago. Mom has never mentioned Dad's name once. After the death, she quit her job as a chef to work as an editor, and whoa, she went from a new hire to the head of the publishing house in just 3 years? That's impressive. Abby was depressed until one day she heard a dumb joke. She couldn't stop laughing, and it numbed the pain of Dad's death. That's why Abby tells jokes all the time. It's a tragic backstory for her most likable personality trait. Abby babysits the Papadakises. As the cover shows, the kids play, "Are you allergic to my dog? Are you allergic to my turtle? Why are you wearing a noose around your neck? Oh wait, is that a necklace?" She plays basketball with the kids. When she has trouble breathing, Abby asks for her inhaler when Hanny runs out into the street right in front of a car. Abby runs to stop her and she has a full-blown asthma attack. Abby is sent to the emergency room. So Abby is hospitalized during her first babysitting job. What is Kristy's biggest priority? Number 1, Abby's health? Number 2, the children's safety? Or is it number 3, the reputation of the Babysitter's Club? You guessed it. Kristy cares more about the club than anything else. Who cares if Abby could have died? She almost made the club look bad. Kristy grills Abby over what happened.
But what if it hadn't been Hanny and Lenny there with you and Sari? What if you'd been alone with a little kid or a baby? What would have happened then?
I hate to say it, but Kristy's right. If the car had hit Hanny, Abby would have been lying on the ground helpless to do anything. At the next club meeting, Kristy purposely gives all of Abby's jobs to someone else. Abby decides to prove to Kristy that she's a good babysitter, and the story ends there. We get no follow-up. Abby does absolutely nothing about her asthma or babysitting. Everyone just sort of forgets about it, and in the last chapter, Kristy decides it's not an issue anymore for no reason. It's never a good sign when a book forgets about the main storyline. Instead, we focus on the carnival. Oh joy, there's another carnival in town. The school's doing a carnival to raise money for art and music programs. We have 5 chapters of people preparing carnival booths. The Cormans are going to sell fortunes. The Arnold twins are going to let people take pictures with Elvira the goat. Mallory's disorganized family sells random items. The Babysitter's Club is selling pins. Abby's family is selling baked goods. There, I explained half the book in under half a minute. Kristy's stepdad Watson loves carnivals, so he pays for carnival rides and operators. That's nice of him, but also weird. He could have donated the money directly to their cause, and then they wouldn't have needed to put on a carnival fundraiser to begin with. I guess he's willing to risk school debt, so long as he gets to play on bumper cars. Abby and Anna unpack moving boxes. They find a box belonging to their dad. The smell alone brings out memories, and the girls are mad that Mom forgot about these things. Abby explores a carnival. Admittedly, it is nice to see the final version of all the booths they helped set up. Here's what I thought was odd. Every single girl in the Babysitter's Club has a booth, but we only hear about Abby's and Mallory's. Why did the book skip over the booths run by Kristy, Marianne, Claudia, Stacy, and Jessie? And/or Logan, and/or Shannon. Speaking of Shannon, Anna feels bad that she has no friends in town. She and Shannon started chatting when they set up the booths. Abby sees the two of them get into a food fight here. It's cute and it's funny to see them both so undignified. Mom has a half day at work. She plans to take the 12:45 train home, so she'll be there by 3. Whoa! Mom's work is over 2 hours away? That's crazy! And now I'm extra confused that Mom decided to move from Long Island to Connecticut. All that did was give her an insanely long commute, which is especially dumb since she's expected to work half days on weekends. She probably spends more time commuting than working. The radio says that the 11:45 train was derailed. Abby is devastated because that's Mom's train. What if she's hurt? In a terrible continuity error, the book messes up the time of the train. And not just here. Abby calls Mom's office at 1 and is told Mom left about 2 hours ago, around 11. So when was this train supposed to leave? Is it 11:45 or 12:45? The twins worry and call everyone they can think of, to no avail. Mom shows up 3 hours late and explains she was on a second train, which was traveling right behind the first train, only it was never mentioned in any of the news reports for some reason. They enjoy the carnival and go home, where they go through the box of Dad's things. Mom cries and talks about Dad for the first time since his death. They share memories of Dad and decide to keep his things out instead of hiding them in the attic. We finish at a club meeting where Abby makes a joke about the word behind. Haha, it also means butt. Like Kristy's butt. That's the sort of stupid joke I would make, so you know what? I think I'm starting to like Abby. The end. Post-book follow-up. Abby is a bit of a wasted opportunity. They could have come up with a really interesting, unique character. I would have picked someone who's different from the other girls, which would create interesting contrasts and tensions. Instead of doing that, they took the other 7 narrators and blended them together. So Abby is into sports like Kristy, has a dead parent like Marianne, has a disease like Stacy, is an ethnic minority like Claudia, obsesses over the environment like Dawn, has the same hair as Mallory, and constantly tells jokes like Jessie. Yeah, remember how Jessie's love of jokes was a major personality trait? It got dropped after like 2 books. Hopefully, the same thing will happen to Abby's love of going on random tangents. Yeah, it makes her narration different, but I found it mildly annoying. Maybe I'm just upset because her first random tangent was insulting stay-at-home parents like me. For the rest of the series, Abby is going to have more books than Dawn, Mallory, and Jessie put together. Yeah, Jessie and Mallory will stop narrating books around this point in favor of the new club member. It's like Abby replaces 3 characters, not just 1. I'm guessing that's why some fans don't like Abby. It's one thing to have a new main character, it's another to have a new main character who replaces 40% of the cast. Enough about Abby. What about this book? The storyline about Mom and Dad was excellent. I like the minor story of Anna adjusting to her new life. I wish Abby had a similar storyline. In Chapter 2, Abby complains the Babysitters Club is made up of 3 sets of best friends and there's no way for her to crack that wall. Imagine if the book had gone into that! That's interesting! We got a taste of Abby doesn't fit in, with Kristy worrying about her asthma, but everyone ignores it, and instead we just get an overly long carnival story. Just like the one racism book, the subplot is actually longer than the main plot. Overall, I'd say Abby's a good new character, and dealing with her backstory was the most interesting part of the book. The rest of the book is not so good, which is a shame. I was hoping the new babysitter would be fantastic in every way. But when you pair her with a generic reused story that anyone could have had, she feels more like a gimmick to boost sales. I give Babysitters Club number 90, Welcome to the BSC, Abby, a 6 out of 10.